Ask around the boroughs, they tell you I'm really like that. You dying from the punches, you fucking pussy, go fight back. Right across your head like blow, that's what a spike bat. Knock them out, then taps his pockets, that's for the nightcap.
Oh my god. Oh, it's gross.
Yeah, let's go. Black Soprano family, huh? Come on, nigga. We the biggest in this shit. Biggest. Me, Rick, Head, Camino. We been setting the tone. My nigga Bates. Love Boat. I'm from Connecticut. Eastside Buffalo in this bitch. All my niggas. Yeah, the butch, nigga. Ain't nothing I have regular, brick and a half measurer. I turned the hefty garbage bag to a cash register. And with a little luck, I put them digits up grinding. I'm putting pictures up shining, rocking emerald cut diamonds. TD Jake's in the kitchen. GTA when I'm whipping. Crash that, jump in a new one. An easy day for a nigga. Y'all gossip like Ricky Lake. Y'all wishing hate on a nigga. Don't fit in lanes with these rappers. I've been done sprayed on a nigga. When you get in the streets, don't lay on pillows and speak. Loyalty calls, don't expect it from niggas who cheap. And little do he know I'm a wolf to a little sheep. Heavy bars and got a style so hard that it chisel teeth. We both in love with white girls. How about that? It's ironic. I put him on digi scales. He got a tat on Madonna. No emblems on that big body Benz. Knew that I got her. So my old ass next door neighbor think that's a Honda. It's two type of leaders. You could be Bush and Bill and only see half the picture like Bushwick Bill. I'm Mike Jack, smooth operation, off krills. Now a nigga making that little shit off reels.
Speaking blasphemous, shit spread like a pathogen. The whole time your career got an asterisk. My next move need a half an M. That's establishment, but throw that shit far as a javelin. My black soprano piece of talisman. VVS is on it battling. I'm up for any challenges. You try to take it, you a casualty. Shoot it casually, or the switch and make it sporadically. Come to Buffalo and see how we rock it. They ain't even wanna consider us, but now we the topic. I was really in the trenches trying to make me a profit. I'm talking bundles for the egg, molds and pounds for the locket. With no sponsor, I still got my stripes like Monster. Now niggas just look good next to Great Smush Parker. Yo, come get some, I'm giving out work, Jane Fonda. I put you in a blender like ingredients. Yo, these niggas know they can't fuck with us, so they've been trying to join the team. This shit like Snowfall, starring Bush behind the hing. During roll call, I had your bitch behind the scenes, and the whole time was getting rich behind the scenes. To you, it's large money to me. That's small things to them. It's a house payment to me. That's just the ring shit for the Cartier, cause I feel like I needed bling. Youngin' deserve a Grammy from letting this chopper sing. Shorty like Maxwell, he passing out pretty wings. Dumping off Max shells and handing out chicken wings. Double order the lack, fuck it, don't matter to me. Well, a bitch don't sing, but she look like Scissor to me. She might be your best friend, but she ain't no sister of me. Buy out that contract, cause that bum ain't richer than me. I be in a mansion with a gun that's bigger than me. But when I pop out, niggas don't want no issues with me, and that's my word. My word, my word, my word. They know my word. I've been on a dirty mission. Dear God, I seek forgiveness. I came to kill the game for the throne. You be my witness. I had a wish list for some bricks and all the riches. It's Black Soprano Mob, not a gang. We be the biggest. I wore the whipping. Bass heads, he need a fixing. Beaming up the Scott, now he stuck. His jaw twitching. We raw pitching. Grab the pots, we in the kitchen. They know I trailblaze for the team like Rod Strickland. I'm God gifted. Hit his chest, his soul lifted. Them BSF diamonds VS with gold trimming. I told niggas who turned it up and showed niggas. Ask them old heads who be on the east. A cold nigga, I'm old jigger. Spinning cheese, a big pimper. The niggas looked up, seen him, the big dipper, the quarter bricker, half man, the 36er. Made the oil lock from the soda, we gram shifted. Fork clicking, water running, we shot stiffing. And I just got the key to the street, I'm locksmithing. This Glock clicking, 33 like Scott Pippen. I got some niggas do it for free, but still tip them. I still risk it, price right, I still flip it. They counted getting head in the office like Bill Clinton, nigga. They know. BSF, motherfucker. Eastside, Buffalo. Gone.
What's up, everybody? Hey, let me see if this is actually working. Clintron's and CD, brother. You guys hear me? See me? Hear me? Hear me? See me? Well, let's get rid of this. Yeah, I hear me. How about that? See me? Hear me? Oh, yes. For old man Uncle Thoughts. That's a fit. Oh my God. It's rude. Peep it. Damn, this shit's loud right there. It's just trying to check it. Seems like it's checking out okay. What up? Background music okay? What up, Mr. Child? Let's clean drums. Exographer said save the funny shit for when I get back. See, that's the thing. I never know what's coming. You know what I mean? We can get this to move just a little more whisper. That's quite enough. Wow, guys. Big things proper. Let's get rid of that banner too, huh? Yeah, that's right. This is me and my boy. Just a little bit. How you guys doing? Wednesday, May 10th for another half hour here on the East Coast, the Beast Coast of America. A little bit more on precisely where I'm at in a few minutes here. Why don't we get another little background Jimmy Jam going? We could do Allen's little burger time, John, right? I always heard like Raekwon jokes on this one. Go here. When the beat comes, you're here. All right, that's quite enough of that. Little background, Nash. Where is the comments? Are they going to let me? You never know if StreamYard's going to allow the streamer to post comments. I swear to God, it's random as hell. But this is casual as fuck, guys. I'm just trying to get a couple in because I was resolute that I was going to make episode 99 or 100 the 1 year anniversary, which is 9 days from now. 1 year against all odds, man. Odds that as we got closer to pulse chain proper, odds that got longer, more difficult. You guys who are a little bit acquainted with the details and vagaries of my life will be well acquainted. Let's put it this way. Thothschild has had an opportunity to be out in the woods a lot lately, shall we say. It's good to see you, Extra Africa. Thanks for coming, man. Clentrons, you heard me. Was it in that space, man? So there's a guy named Quantum of Conscience. His name's Matt. This guy freaks me the fuck out because a lot of the insights about the nature of reality and esoteric Gnosticism, Hermetica that I've been steeped in for so long, a lot of it, just like my jazz theory studies, beat making, spitting, I'm not a left brain person. I'm deeply, deeply right brain person. A lot of what I go off of is intuition, and a lot of the conclusions that I came to in my life that were dead balls on accurate Imagine how shocked I was to hear a guy that, for lack of a better term, this guy's like, he's in my lane, man. Like this Matt from Quantum of Conscience. You guys can find him. He's been a YouTuber for quite some time. Let's get this turned down then. That's enough of that. Matt from Quantum of Conscience, not conscious, conscience. So what's freakier about roly-poly Matt, the intuitive thinker, is not just that he and I have arrived at a lot of the same conclusions about the nature of reality and the machinations running next to it, ancillary with it, parallel to it, perpendicular with it, through it, above it, and below it. But this guy, well, he's also hairless, and he's in Bucks County, Pennsylvania. Say, what? Yeah. Fucking weird, dude. It's fucking weird. They say that the Matrix is glitching, like the AI is glitching. The code, has reached a threshold. It can't, the code as it stands now can't come up with any more iterations for reality. The Matrix is glitching rather. Recently talked to somebody who said they saw the same girl twice in one day. Like, who was that? 100 some miles from. Like, I see shit like that all the time, dude. It's inexplicable by any standard metric of reality. These things aren't supposed to make sense, but inexplicable shit is happening more and more frequently these days. It's a little disconcerting. It's also a little bit vindicating to those of us who kind of seen it. Oh, look at all these guys. Guys, there's a link. All right, this is going to be an open show. If you're a friend of the show and you have something constructive to add, please come in. But Clintron's Matt from right down the street, who thinks like I do, he has a concept about, it escaped him for the longest time. You guys all know that I said, well, the thing that funding gynecologists enjoyed so much on that Friday, that effing hangout, when I was like, the thing that I've been saying since I was on fucking Whale Show, before I even started my channel, I would say an ancient lineage of dark occult high priests, right? Well, Matt he's a guy who I've gone back in his streams, and he took recently to calling them the not nilk. Not nilk, he says, real casually all the time now, Matt does. Closer look yielded that it's Clinton spelled backwards, right? Who to him, as he explained it, represent like the apex of like servants of the dark heart, like the highest Luciferians. I would argue not quite. We'll never see them, but I thought it was funny. So I was looking at Clintron's name and I applied it to it, and I was like, wait, man, his name means snot nilk. I like that better. Snot nilks. Hairless like a gimp. Is that what it is? I don't know. I got a good shaped head, man. Good jawline, good shaped head. I don't know. I guess I have discovered in the past couple of years that a lot of the finest ladies are still wedded to that Ken doll haircut. I thought that maybe we'd grown out of that, but I've had a couple girls tell me, man, you're just the bee's knees, but damn, brother, you bald. So I'm not bald, I shave my head. We're all right. We'll be all right. You're the apex. Sure. You can go with it, brother. Another way of saying it. The veil is thinning. Pay attention. Enjoy the ride from the right side. Yeah. Not always easy to know what the right side is, right? Like, I recently stood my ground once again, as I've been wont to do most of my life. And once again, I'm paying dearly for it. Like, you guys can see behind me here, I guess you could say Brother Shane Schuler had really inspired me in a lot of ways. I guess we heard that he was using oh, what's his face, man? Jesus, his name's escaping me. Who's the skinny quintillionaire who hangs out with the Saudis? Rackham, right? That's his plug for linen. Shane's got a plug for these IKEA faux Oriental backdrops, and I guess I got one of those too, right? So yeah, I'm biting the style, but are there not lesser people in this world that it would suck if you were biting style off of, man? We're talking about Richard Hart's brother here, man. Shane Shula. Thank you again, Shane, for coming. That was an interesting interview. You know, as a matter of self-criticism, it was kind of uncanny because I was talking to Shane. Like, I'll look at everything after I do it. I try to read back every line of chat. You know, just try to understand the impact that we're making, the friends and allies we're making, who needs a good one in the mouth, in the mush. And I don't know, as a matter of self-criticism, I was just like, man, I didn't really like, if I'm going to call it an interview, I didn't really like it as an interview, because what it really was an exercise of boyish enthusiasm. And not so much that I'm with Richard Hart's brother, but, you know, that me and Dude had so much in common. Because if you guys remember my First Movers interview, right, with DJ _𝕍𝕗, I mean, how cool was that? It's still up on the channel. You guys can watch it. You want to talk about just two brothers in love with this, with the shared aspect of life, and _𝕍𝕗 and I just popping off for like 2 hours about hip hop, about 90s hip hop, you know, 2000s hip hop. So, well, that's cool, man. Like, if I appreciate you saying so. It means a lot to me, David. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I wanted to play it by the book, I think I've proven I'm capable of doing that. If you guys haven't gotten a hold of my Harrisburg Arts Magnet School tape, when I went for TV, radio, journalism, you know, I can wear a tie and pull off that safe side of things, you know. I think I did that. You know, I played it pretty close to the vest, as close as I'm going to play it to the vest with Ballet Brand in episode 1, which will have an anniversary here very soon. Actually, the proper anniversary we're going to celebrate is from the night before the test stream, and that was Finbear, who was on that one. So it's kind of a celebration of episode 0 and 1. But I mean, I know how to play it boring, statist, you know what I mean? Conformist, vanilla. I can play that. It's just, why would I? Like, I constantly think like, man, I only have like 30 years left to live, or, you know, sometime between tonight and 30 years from now. Like, why would I ever want to spend a second doing anything I don't believe in, anything I don't want to do, you know, just, or be anybody other than myself. So, you know, a couple people took umbrage at the interview, to which I would say, be more like these intelligent, tasteful, creative, accepting people who I interchangeably will refer to as the Divergent or the Mindspray live chat. I'm telling you, as far as incarnations go, man, in this world, these guys are just the cream of the crop. And how do you determine that cream of the crop? People who speak their truth, people who honor others speaking their truth, particularly when they see, smell, taste, hear, or feel what? Authenticity, right? And what did Hex Mac share with us, tell us, teach us before about authenticity? He said, for one, it's always going to be the enemy of the inauthentic. Okay, interesting. I want to give a big, once again, it's got to be the dozenth time. I want to give a big shout out to RG3 again tonight, man. You know, we have our differences, you know, when he's rah-rah in the military and the cops, man, I'm like, I don't even know you. But I hear him talking about the salt of the earth, man, the blue collar workers, the way my man went to bat for me when other entities in the community were coming at me. Tonight on his show with Famous, what up, Famous? We're proud of you. You keep being you, dog. I don't think any of us who really know are ever saying, don't you be you. You know, just to understand that some people are a little slow on the uptake, some people, but they're still worthwhile people, right? Myself included on several fronts. I may talk smart, but there's lots of stuff I got problems with. You know, parents, people with multiple jobs, they can't move like you move, Famous, man. And I admire it. I really do. But just be patient with some of us, man. I love you, Famous, though, and I'm glad you're a Hexagon. And I'll never forget, it was 13 months ago, right about now, that I first saw Famous sitting in the interview chair on old official Pulsification with Luther, dude. And I was like, damn, this wigger can talk. He sounds like me. Love me some Famous, man. But RG3, I'm glad them two hooked up, man. Tonight was a good night to watch that show, man. That DeFi show they do on Discourse. Because as I showed you guys, right? And I'm going to put it up here again real quick. Today was quite a day, man. You can look at that for a second. RG3, man, he basically, let's see. Sorry, guys. RG3, you know, this is what he is. I had to think about it for a second. He's the poster child for anti-elitism. That motherfucker will not suffer half-ass motherfuckers rolling around like their shit don't stink when we all know it does. I mean, at least I'm a little bit self-effacing, right? At least my humor's based on turning myself out. Some of these people, like that harpy that attacked me that one day in the Twitter space, it's like, you have no right to speak. I'm a blockchain expert. I was like, oh, word. Get out of my face, please. I know if that's the case, if that's the chessboard you want to play on with me, for real, I know how to get street. And I know how also to point out that you might think you're big ripping tits on a couple fronts within like blockchain assets, right? There's also about 100 to 200 things I know fucking miles more than you about. So don't delegitimize me. Don't marginalize my people. Step with your fucking whack ass self. Because ain't nothing more pathetic than a stank hoe who thinks she's Queen of England. By the way, there is not one of them right now. Somebody told me that King Vitamin from the cereal box, he got crowned King of fucking England. How wild is that shit? Couldn't believe it, man. You may have seen a tweet from me earlier in the week that kind of covered that. When we're in the Divergent, you guys think that we're just chilling out, huh? Smoking weed, you know, dude, what? Wow, man, X. Cool. Dude, we're talking about serious stuff. And if you'll look at Twitter earlier in the week, okay, you will see that Jawa and Body Mechanic and Torin and I and HexMac had a heated conversation about the coronation. Yeah. Some of us thought Jigga's hands were too big. They were obtrusive. Body Mechanic made an observation that his old lady must be happy. I'm saying, you know, whatever. And then I asked if it was indeed King Vitamin, but I couldn't remember the name of the cereal at the time. So I said, hey, is that the guy from the cereal? They might have thought, I don't know, some burnouts in there. They probably thought I was talking about Burger King, but I was talking about King Vitamin, you know. Heavy stuff, guys. It's the end of time. It's the end of days here. We got to be willing to be brave and jump over these hurdles towards understanding if King Vitamin became the King of England. Oh, yes. I like that he said this. I got to put it up again because this is what it's about. Guys, feel free to come on. I want to hear about if anybody else is noticing the matrix glitching. You guys all know I was the one to come up with serendipitous synchronicities. Now, these were inexplicable phenomena that would be visited upon you once you came into a community. It didn't have to be Hex, but Hexaco was where I was experiencing it. And it was just an inordinate amount of just highly improbable, yet beautiful, serendipitous, exciting occurrences that would go on. And you'd be thinking about something and you're thinking about it. And Brandon would go, you know, AC/DC. And I was like, wow, I was just thinking about a fucking AC/DC song, things of that nature. It doesn't do it justice, but you guys know what I'm saying. So serendipitous synchronicities, I told you, Mama Nona, her wisdom was when you experience synchronicities in your life. This is Mama vernacular. It means that God is happy that you're on the right path. It means you're on the right path. Come to think of it, what does it mean when the synchronicities aren't so serendipitous? Ma. Oh, fuck, you forgot to lay that one on me there, Carno. But guys, I'm talking about a fizzling code. And I mean, we can't trust modern science for much of anything. I mean, case in point, never a straight answer, NASA. I mean, they're so full of shit. You don't even got to purchase the flat earth, the snow globe, the butt plug model, okay, of the earth. Yes, I originated that butt plug model of the earth. You don't even have to go there to see how many fucking lies and inconsistencies come out of any of these like government funded, government affiliated programs, dude. They've been pulling the wool forever. And it became exacerbated after Jason Archaics fans. Here you go. After 1902, 1903, something happened. Something went into overdrive. Now, I'm not saying that it got there and stopped. We've been in a graduated stacking tier of phenomena that's going on in reality. But have any of you guys experienced anything completely inexplicable? And I don't mean that you saw a spooky ghost in the old house or some bullshit like that, you know? Archaics is a funny one to bring up because the year 1902 is axiomatic to his work. And he had done a show about the men in black. And the next day he's with his assistant, Matt, and they're on the highway. And a car pulls in front of them. It's pitch black car. It could have never fit in there, but it did at high speeds, almost killed everybody. And the license plate said 1902. This is the kind of shit I'm talking about. Now, you could argue that social media, you know, agents are fucking with them or something, but to me, it's so much more than all of that, guys. Let me get through some more of this chat. I think that the code is fizzling out, man. David Lee is in the house and Kampala's back. I saw you earlier tonight, bro. Thanks for shouting me out. Yeah, my man. Pots and pans. When is that? I would like to do that, man. I would like to do that. I gotta extricate myself from a current little pickle, you might say. Some of you already know. We'll talk about it. Thanks, Elliot. I'm glad you liked it. It felt like I was repping the chat too. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to say brotherhood, you know, because that makes it sound like it's closed. And guys, I'm here to testify. We're not elitists. Like, this shit is open to everybody. Hex is open to everybody. Participation in the upcoming fork of Ethereum Pulse Chain is open to everybody. Our micro communities, that's a hit or miss. Sometimes it's with good reason that these micro communities are closed. But, you know, with ours, especially with Mindspray and the frequent flyers that we have here, don't be a bitch. Don't be a prick. It's wide open. Come on in here. Cipher with us. I think you'll find value. There's some special people to come up in here. So June, you guys are talking about June. Hey guys, I got a question for you. Now I'm seeing this. Texan meetup in Gen Con. Guys, where has Craig been? I think I reached out to him like once in the past like 8 months. Where's Gen Hex? Is he okay? Somebody tell me then. Hexwood, welcome back, yo. This girl. That's why you're in my starting lineup, kiddo. I never lied. And you, neither of you. Interesting. Okay. June, huh? Isn't it like 137 degrees there around that time? Houston. I drove through Houston on the way to, I want to say Tallahassee. Used to get a lot of my drugs in Tallahassee. No, I'm just kidding. More of that false child. Oh, I won't be there in Houston. Yeah, because you're from Dallas. Dallas people don't fuck with Houston, man. The courtesy flush. I'm going to have to do that where I am coming to you guys today from. The story, guys. It's pretty freaky. You know how Shane has been employing, he might only pay him in dick. But anyway, his security team is his harem. That works out pretty goddamn good if you ask me. Well done, Shane Schuler. I couldn't swing that, not for lack of trying. I've kind of enlisted the services of the woodland creatures. Thothschild Security Force is now a coyote, some raccoons, some deer. They're nice. They can't hold nunchucks. None of them. Not a one can hold the nunchucks I bought them. That's the one thing I did. I bought everybody a shirt and a pair of nunchucks. Nobody put on the shirt. Nobody could hold the nunchucks. But, onwards and upwards here with Thothschild's Mindspray. Guys, we have a fucking anniversary next week. Isn't that insane? I don't know how I made it that far. It's truly, truly mind-blowing. Hey, so fresh and so kang. I like his idea, guys. Get behind this idea. Beats Bygway. Too clever, man. I appreciate you asking my opinion. They might come after that B. We could fuck with it. Geez, we could fuck with the font just a little bit. Just put a serif coming off the top and you're fucking clear. I got a couple cease and desist orders in my life, King. I know a thing or two about that. You guys who've been with me for a while, you know what that is, right? Mother's Day is the day that my mom passed. That, leave it to us. Leave it to you, Carno. Yeah, man. She certainly did. It was funny because she knew what she was doing. Mama, Nona. She waited till everybody left, and there were 8, and then there were 6, and then there were 4, and then it was like my brother's wife and my father and my brother's wife left on Mother's Day. Didn't want to leave her. None of us did, but she left, and an hour later, the greatest person I've ever known in this life, she passed on, and it was, like I said, it's uncanny. I got to give her credit. It's pretty funny because we had a joke in our family about Hallmark holidays. What are they? Hold on, guys. I'm trying to fill up this. Yeah, but you know what? It's not the hardest thing about like the most beloved person in your life dying is seeing somebody who was once strong go downhill and get weaker. But I told you guys before too. Once she told me, "Hey man, mission's over," and I was like, "Yeah, I'll see you sometime between tonight and 30 years from now." And she was like, "Bingo, peace." It's not hard anymore. And I've talked to some of you guys about this. You know, they're here. They're with us. You know, I'm probably emboldened and strengthened by the presence of my forebears. You know, a lot of you who have gone through this yourselves know it to be true. You feel them. You know they're there. You know, and no, nothing about it is in the vein of God, beard, you know, Air Jordans, throne. We don't anthropomorphize the infinite here at the Mind Spray. Thank you. But that would be cool. That would give us a full week to gangbang, right? Like, yeah, man. Because that's Sunday, and then we got Monday, and then we got like the business week to handle our legacy side crap and ram it in there. It's kind of wild. I got to look at the dates. I got to look at the numerology. Hey, Mobius. What up, Mobes? Thanks for coming back, brother. Lazy. I was wondering about Gen Hex. Yeah. Oh, no. All right. Well, why should that matter? I mean, I can understand not wanting to surrender your stats. We work hard for those. But he could just like, I don't know. If he wants, he could stream over here, man. Or he should talk to our producer, Facing Reality. Yeah, me and Torrin are working with him right now. I'm sure Erwin would help out Craig. I should get in touch with Craig. I mean, he really jumped into this. He's one of those who jumped into it like hard, man. Got to give him credit. I think that's beautiful. I don't see now Brian anymore either. Where's he been hanging at? His Gen X right-hand man. All right, let's see who else is here. Craig Wadding is correct. Craig Wadding is correct. I saw him comment on something today or yesterday. All right, well, it's good to know that, you know, he's not like laid up or something. I do remember that too, man. I remember when he lost his dog. I miss seeing him around, man. I know guys like me that like had a propensity for like the combat used to stress him and Brian out, you know, like, can't we all just get along? And I'd be like, fuck no. You know, I know some guys aren't wired for it, but I certainly would never ask anybody to walk a, you know, mile in my shoes if they didn't want to. Lazy Hexagon, I appreciate you, man. Yeah, guys, if you're not subscribed to this channel, if you could do me a favor and do that. I mean, I'm at complete and utter peace of understanding, you know, acknowledging, being comfortable in the lane that I occupy. There was never a point in my life that I was like, you know, homecoming king, Kendall, ABC news anchor. You know, I was reasonably popular because I fucking give people lip, and I got elected class president every time I ran, but I was never, I hate to say it, but statist, conformist type of person. So if I got 1,500, you know, or if I get up to 1,500 subs, I mean, that's a blessing, each and every one of you. It's more than I fucking thought I'd get. But we've been stagnating for a while. So if you guys could spread the word, man, get some brothers and sisters up on this thing, be pretty cool. All they got to do is like jackass humor and the occasional hip hop track, right? You see it's now in chats every now and then. That's what's up. Word. All right. So I'm not trying to dox anybody, but I do want to let you guys know that might be possible that my shaman is, we'll say, on a mission. How's that sound? So we're probably not going to get to see our beloved Hex Mac tonight, but I'm sure he will be in to report to us about his findings, as it were, real soon. There's a StreamYard link. Anybody wants to hop in and talk, I'd love it. Really no plan for this show, guys. I just thought it was kind of, I was going to do it as a thing, a reflection, like on the bottom. If we're talking about the bottom, arguably you could say, I don't know, it was a steady descent there. So I guess you couldn't say last year and a half, but we stopped the positive price action, you know, quite some time ago. So maybe the whole experience is just the bear, right? What happens in the bottom stays in the bottom. What happens in the bear's bottom? Ooh, the face this bear is making is classic, guys. Oh, let me get rid of that. Hold on, so you can fully enjoy. Hey, buns. It's pretty funny how this started because it wasn't even in a room or on a show. It was me and Torin rapping, man. At this point, I can't even remember what exactly I said. It was bottom or bear bottom. But man, when he took it onto that stream with Wales and Hexy, Mac, and God, Torin was there facing reality. God, we were dying, man. We were dying. Louie, get your ass in here, man. Come say hello. I could dig my guitar out if you want. But anyway, it's tough to do a reflection about the bottom without a nice big fat panel. And, you know, I didn't warn people because I didn't really know what was going to happen. Yeah, it's true. I'm homeless right now. And I was homeless when I was a younger, crazier, more irresponsible man. And this is where I find myself now. It's fucking crazy that it's all happened this way. And I've had to find the silver lining, but it was the landlord from last year who stole money from me and the kids. The guy was an emasculator. He was a drunk. He was Napoleonic. I stood a foot over top of him, so he was scared to death of me, but he was a blustery redneck, you know. And I used to get tanked whenever he'd come over. And one of the last straws was him pushing his way past me into my house like he belonged there, into my refrigerator, helped himself, looked at me and kept talking like nothing happened. I said, I think I'm going to actually take this person's life, you know, put him at the bottom of the Delaware River. And I said, the kids are going to need a dad. So one thing led to another. I was fighting him on it and didn't realize until too late. It was at the conclusion of the lease. I said I wasn't giving him a cent until my complaints were heard. We took it to the court and they said, hey, man, you got great points. But in Pennsylvania, a landlord's allowed to say, I want my bucktooth cousin Casey to move into this place and you got to skedaddle. So that's his right. So we had I mean, I'm a father, you know, I have no choice but to be responsible. And I had a couple parachutes set up. The one guy told me I got it. When I went to shake hands with him, he let me know that the septic failed a test. And I said, you got to be fucking joking, dude. Like, just let me move my shit in here and we won't shit here. You know, just something, man. He says, I'm sorry, I can't. I might get in trouble with township. My other parachute was a little old lady with a lot of loot, a widow who had an extra space above a garage on her massive property in the woods. I was like, oh my God, everything happened for a reason. She called me up and she said, oh, you know, Mr. Thothschild, I am so sorry to tell you, I chose the guy with no kids. I was like, man, if I was the litigating kind, man, I could, you're not supposed to make those choices based on those things, but little old lady, man, you know, what am I going to do? So no, don't worry now, everybody. The kids are, of course they're taken care of. Of course they're safe. You know, I can't really speak on that other aspect of all of that. I've done a really admirable job of keeping the other half out of my mouth for the most part over this last year. And I'm not going to break it now, but it's a challenging time, guys. Like the closest place that I can find that's in my price range is 45 minutes away. If I have the kids on school days and I got to work, you got to be fucking kidding me. So I've just been biding my time, man. Done some couches, done some parking lots. And the other day I was kind of hiking through the woods, right? I came to a door in the forest. Now, you know how they say there's these like underground structures and these domes, right? All over the realm, all over the globe, the planet, however you see it. this is all coming to light now. You know, they said it was for some weird freaky shit, but I'm here to tell you it's also where they're like self-sustaining mansion modules in their, you know, artificial environments. Cleanest water, cleanest air exist as well. I mean, down. But there's got to be entryways, has there not? Well, I stumbled upon one. I did, and I'm actually in this place right now. I should probably turn this camera around and show you guys. This might get complicated, but peep it. I think I'm in some kind of a Baroque, like, dance hall, I think, of like dark occult high priestesses types. But check it out, guys. Check out the candelabra and all this shit. It's fucking crazy. Wait a minute. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. Unplug my shit, Joe. Yo, look. Oh my God. Look at this shit. Guys, look at this shit. Oh my God. What the fuck? Where am I, right? And this is the thing. Nobody. See, they got their chairs back there. You would think that like elites would, like people, quote unquote elites, you'd think that they would have better chairs than the fold out Johnnies from the casino, right? Like, what the fuck? Very strange. But anyway, you know, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. So I have, you know, some weapons, you know, here. I don't, you know, I have a silver dagger. I have 22 with banana clips full of hollows, and I got a couple 9s, a 380, and you know, I gave a 12 gauge away a long time ago, and I kind of wish I hadn't. I'm gonna have to get a new 12 gauge, but God, who knows what they have down here? I mean, these tunnels just, there's no end to them, and they're not lit. You know, I went like 100 yards down all the tunnels that come off of this structure. But hey, you know, like running water, electric, what? You know, like, fuck, man. Like, listen, you hear that echo? This is the bee's knees. However, if I were to wake up and be missing like organs, that might suck. Every day an adventure, my friends. You know, even something like homelessness has a silver lining. And that's my lesson to you. You will get yourself around. You're going to come rescue me for this? Oh, yeah, I forgot to tell you guys. The door that I found in here locks from the outside. So I'm actually stuck. So if one of you guys could come get me, I really don't know where I am, though. That's the problem. The AK-12 is on your list. You know what I want? You guys remember that Russian model shotgun that had the had the magazine that's circular, and you can fit like 790 rounds in it, and they put it underwater, and the guy comes out underwater. He's like, dude, I want one of those. Somebody find the name of that shotgun, man. I want one of those. Those are badass. Be like, kids, we can go swimming and shoot shit. They'd be like, yay, daddy. All right, folios. What else do we have to show you? Oh, frick. This is real too, and it's troubling. See, now you guys are going to understand why I talk some of the shit that I talk. This is legit, right? Something's wrong with the machine. Okay, that's what we're going to go with. Something is wrong with any machine that would give a living man my age that blood pressure reading. Guess what? That was before the Richard tweets today. I shit you not, man. Holy fuck, dude. Are you serious? Yeah, I am. I'm quite serious. Something wrong with the machine, right? It's like Thoths isn't that high strung, is he? Hey, Torin, you gonna come in here and rescue me, man? Wales can't come. My shaman can't come. Facing reality, poor guy. Like he said, he was falling asleep, sitting up in his chair. We all know we can rely on old torrent here, right? If you don't give me a conversationalist, I'm going to have to call it. Yeah, hex trafficker, I hear you, bro. But it don't matter because the machine's broken. That's what it was. I sent you a message. Where did I send it? T, where did I send your message, man? My drone sweeper. Oh, I invited Cosmic Cowboy. I mean, he's like fucking Hawaii, you know? It's like what, noon to him or something? Yeah, torn, man. It's not red. At 11 o'clock my time, which would be 10 or 9 yours, I sent you StreamYard link. You might be on one of your other devices, though. Get your ass in here if you're up for it, buddy. My drone sweeper. Good thing to have. I'm not against it. What's that mean? It's an atomizer short. My vaporizer like squealed. Oh, and then atomizer short. I'm not even pushing that many watts through that biatch. Hey, David, thank you so much for coming and supporting, bro. Might be a short one tonight. I'm just trying to crank these out so that we can have like that cool 99 or 100 on the 1 year anniversary on Friday the 19th. Where is that graphic at? I should probably share that with you guys. Oh, son of a gun. I really hate Chrome, guys. I just... Come on, son of a bee. You got to be kidding me. Don't do this. No, unacceptable, man. Oh, you dirty bastard. It's not going to let me. Oh, well. You guys have all seen the graphic, right? I think you have. I can't believe I didn't put it up. Market Friday the 19th. Yes. Try and get it in before effing, you know, like 3 hour remembrance of the last year. It would be really cool if I had time to edit together something special, but when I'm out there finding pine cones for my stew, it's tough. Yeah, I hear that. I tried to pull up Hex Vision chart, and it was Elastic Cabana was not digging my setup here. I guess I could get on Schmading View. That chart was nuts. The action on the Hex today. I got to see. What was the volume, guys? That's what I got to see, man. It went. Resume your journey on TradingView. No, you fuckhead. I don't want that. No, you're wrong. Journeys. What are journeys? See the Chrome shit, man. I'm telling you. Yeah, just do that. No, we don't want Forex. Thank you. Not today. No, I don't want that either. Come on, bitch. Look at that, guys. Oh, damn. Uniswap 3 Ethereum pair right up there at the top. Damn. All right, let's see. No, we don't really care about market cap either. Thank you so much. USDC, I guess. ETH chart probably would look pretty cool too. Oh no. Are they hiding the log thing from us? Dude, I hate Chrome. Did I mention that? See, I have this set up the way I like it over on Firefox, but I can't use StreamYard on Firefox. Dickbag, man. Yes, we are aware. No volume. How's that? Okay. Object tree volume. Okay, how about the ticks? Not even the ticks, not giving me 24-hour volume. Closes, not giving me volume. Ticks, not giving me volume. Volume, just great show. Really killing it. Come on, you dirty cocksucker, man. All right. All right, there you go. Jeez, oh man, whoa. Dude, these candles are freaking insane. Yeah, I think that's what I was just looking at, man. Hold on, let me just show this. You guys have probably all seen this. I might be the last person to actually have seen it, but I think this is version 3 too. Yeah, Uniswap 3. There it is. Yeah. Get out of here. Go away. Look at this. Jesus Christmas. What? Oh, there's my volume. Okay, it was hiding. Why don't you come down here, baby? All right. Dude, look at these. That's funny too, man, because I was like, I swore this morning I saw a 5. And then during Famous and RG3's stream, we're pushing 9 cents. I was like, oh my God. It's all it took, guys. Fearless leader. What? Richard Hart tweets say, what? Look at that. You'd have to tram that wick. I better be quiet, man. Some fucking creature like fucking Beowulf or something from Lord of the Rings, come crawling out of the fucking tunnels. This might be it for me. I can't get out of here. Oh well. Hey, at least I made it almost to a year as a hex streamer. Nanas. And then look at these prick faces. Oh, I could capture a little bit. They're probably still capturing a loss. I can get a little back. But then here we are. Right now. Excuse me. Oh my God. It's bad when a streamer yawns, dude. That's a bad sign. I'm beat up from the feet up. We're on some green candles. Uh-oh, I just heard a magic thing. Hey, there he is to my rescue. What up, Louie?
Oh, you're coming through on my other thing. Hold on a second.
It's all right. You handle your biz. I could use a little bit of like a volume, a little kiss of volume from you on your mic.
Yeah. It's going on through my computer right now, not through my system. So
okay, do your thing. I can hear you real good now.
All right. Well, let me just take this off so I can hear you, I guess.
Right on.
What the hell?
Yeah, I've got the Mindspray remote emote out once again, like I did for Shane Schuler, and it's a skeleton system. You know, I don't have the Yamahas. I don't have headphones. It's basically just the old built-in Johnny's on the machine.
Well, I guess that's where I'm at today. That's all right. I'm not. Anyway. Hey,
yeah,
man.
Welcome, brother. Thanks for coming into episode 96. What happens in the bear's bottom stays in the bear's bottom.
I love that.
Were you watching any of this transpire today with this chart?
So a little bit. It was just like I was talking with somebody and it was like, it's hex is at 7 cents now. I was like, oh, awesome. They just kind of pumped as soon as that tweet went out, or right after the Pulse Chain 7-day tweet came out. I think that's what did it.
Oh no, most certainly is. I can actually throw that back up again. Let me stop sharing this. You guys all know what it is. But yeah, this is kind of what motivated me. I was on the fence. I wanted to formalize this a little more and get some of the regular cast of characters up here to have a discussion about this entire experience of living through yet another bear. This was a unique one and a challenging one and an adventurous one. And I dare say a high functioning, bottom we were through. Had some highs and had some lows in the lows. But anyway, this was the stuff we got from old Ricky today. Richard's calls, guys, is like Hex News for those of you who aren't on Telegram. It's just aggregator. Richard's people, probably Richard himself. They'll take the Twitter feed. 15 seconds later, you'll see it in Hex News. 15 seconds after that, you'll see it in Richard's calls. So as you guys always hear, the advice always is stick with Fearless Leader on Twitter, first, and make sure it's him. Make sure it's him because they never stop trying. But these are the original tweets. And the one thing I wanted to point out about this, guys, for those of you who have dared to argue that the support, the interest, or the traffic isn't there, what does that say right there? That tweet had been up for 19 minutes. Look how many freaking likes, retweets, and comments. What was that other one? The other one was up for like 11 minutes. It's like 3,000, over 3,000 likes in like 10 minutes for this. So I'd say there's some interest.
Fuck yeah, there is.
There's a picture of me in the woods up there in the corner. You didn't know I had calluses on my feet like that, did you? I used to know. What is the name of that? Begins with a B. The hobos thing. Fuck. Can't remember.
You ever hoboed?
Never hoboed proper, but I was homeless as a motherfucker on the road. Sure, I was sleeping in ditches and fucking hanging out with truckers on all manner of drugs. It was interesting. I was telling the story before. I don't know if you heard me. The worst part of that experience is getting the guy from the milky white skin who's like overweight and looks like he's been living in his mom's basement. He looks like a fat version of Gollum. And you go, hey man, thanks for picking me up. How far are you going? He goes, I'm calling up to the next exit. And you're like, Jesus Christ! You jump out of the window, no matter how fast he's going. It's not it.
Yes, I remember you talking about that.
Oh, and I forgot to point out my ex-wife, guys, at the bottom. There's Paris, looking good as ever, right? Yeah. She just got me. She won my heart, guys. Everything that I would do, she would go, that's hot. That's hot.
Hey, man,
my trigger. Of course, she got pregnant right away. I got kids with Paris Hilton. I guess there's worse things that could happen.
Hear that.
Yeah, J6. Yeah, man. Welcome back, dude. Awesome to see you. Thanks for stopping in.
Oh, thanks.
You're surprised at Retrace so far already? You know what? I'm going to agree with your first part of that. I actually kind of was too. I thought we were still going to blast off, but then here's my shaman checking in before blast off. Dude,
what's up?
You're cut from a different cloth, my brother. You rock. And when you get back home here, you check in with us. Let us know what you see, who you meet. Oh, nice. Nice.
Get in here for a second, Hex Mac.
He's got a set order that I think things happen.
Oh man.
Kampala, Torin. What are you other guys? It's time. J6. Hex Trafficker. I guess Lee's already in here. Hex Trafficker threatened. He said, one of these days. Oh, is that it? Mobius. I missed that. AA12, the US version. It's a badass shotgun, man.
What a time to be alive right now.
What a time to be alive if you're Hex Mac, who already
Oh,
pulled the
right.
trigger. Bye. Right. Don't forget to ride.
Have fun. Can't wait for the Twitter space afterwards.
Yeah, we love you. Have fun. Hey, do me a favor. Say hello to Shapes and Blue for me. Yay.
Oh man. Someday soon.
It's like those old Sesame Street episodes. Like this trip is brought to you by the number 7. Oh my God.
Hey man, they gotta originate those from somewhere.
Guys, the memes that Max showed on the last on that last episode when he was showing us all his tripping memes, they were great. Yes. The red squares say hello. Hello. Fare thee well. Fare thee well.
Got that Doppler effect going on.
Meanwhile, my hand is like blah, 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 blah. Sauce looks trippy as shit right now with that light, man. The fuck? Are you okay, man? Whoa, look out. Fuck.
What are you doing?
I got this.
Light.
I got this like $3 fucking Radio Shack Motard light. I got some color back though. I've been outside so much.
Right on. That's always healthy.
Kompala's gonna join. Hey, look at this guy.
Word.
Deep
Oh my
in the
God.
heart of
Wow.
Texas. That would be cool to go down there with them people. That's a good bunch, man. I wouldn't mind going to a Texan. Hang out.
All right.
Good peoples. Some of the best Texicans are also Texans. You know what else might have contributed to that reading? I never used to partake of this shit. And just in the last couple of weeks, just like constantly having to be like, well, staying alive. I started drinking these and now it's just like, I'm just like, no, I'm not blowing Richard. Stop, guys. And Paris goes, that's hot. I know, honey. I know, honey. Everything's hot. I got you, babe. Well, mommy just wants to know why you couldn't become a Luciferian. I told you, man. I don't swim in that shit, girl. Shut your mouth and go make me some fucking French toast. Oh, you just want me barefoot and pregnant all the time. But I'm getting, yo, you get your pretty ass out of here. That's hot. That's right, jibber jabbering, crazy ass bitch. Don't get pregnant no more. You're responsible for your own fertility. God damn it. Torin, let's celebrate. Come on, Torin. Get your ass in here. I'll know. Here we go. The bare bottom. You guys like my little jokey joke today, too. Hey, Buns, allow me to push your stool in there. And she goes, let me see how dinner goes first. And then we go, thrills, excruciating pain, excitement, curiosity, drama. What happened in the bail bottom, stay in the bail bottom. So many different ways. Fucking Mac was dying. He was like such an innocent thing. Uh-oh. Got one down. Louie. Oh, there he is. What up? What happened, man? Did you get one of your dreads caught on some piece of equipment or something? No, I'm just kidding. You don't have dreads, do you? You're muted. You're muted. You're still muted. Really weird. I don't know what happened. You're like, your camera was gone for a minute. But now you're muted too. Maybe if you want to back out and come back in, I'll let you in like right away. Well, hi guys. I'm Jason, and I'm here to tell you unequivocally the Phoenix event has happened before, and it's gonna happen again. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. So what about this? And I don't mind. I don't mind at all, fearless leader. Kampala, how about this? Peep this idea, brother. Check this out. Welcome to the stream. What if 7 days, right, is just another ruse to shake out the jellyfish even further? How funny would that be, man? You know, like the real deal people aren't going anywhere. The real Hexicans are not going anywhere. So if he just wants to get rid of traders and nerfs and speculators and toads, like, what a great way to do it. Tell everybody pulse chain within 7 days, and then don't. Jonathan, welcome back. That's all right. That's all right. I know you can walk and chew gum at the same time. I got you, baby.
Can you hear me?
I can. Just fine.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Good to see you, Thoughts.
Yeah, brother. You got Louis. We got Louis here with us. Louis Siva, the
Louis?
devastating heavy metal bass player as well as guitarist, right?
Yeah.
Nice. Yep.
How many projects?
I always love musical people. I feel like in my veins I've been one, but I've never like done it. But my dad was a drummer, and like, you know, so
then you got rhythm in your DNA, son. I'm telling you, man. Now that we're gonna have so much free time on our hands, you're gonna have no choice but to pick up a couple instruments, you know?
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, I feel it in my soul, because like my best friend is always, he's like a great. I would love to send you some of his songs, Thoughts. He's a rapper, and it's not like that trash rap, bro. He has like great words, great beats. Like whenever you play beats and people are like, "Oh, this is crap," I'm like, "Whatever, this is awesome."
Thanks,
like,
man. You know, it's not everybody's speed, and I say thank goodness for that. I mean, how crappy would the world be if everything was everybody's speed? Like, I kind of have gotten off on being different, and I'll embrace it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But what you said, I wanted to rewind a little. What you just said about what music evokes in you, right? And how you feel about it. I mean, I might have met 2 people in my life out of the thousands and thousands and thousands who didn't feel that way about it. And to me, I think it's important, because language, I don't care what the language is going to stop short of relating the human experience. And it's simply certain rhythms, certain chords, certain tone colors. That is how we really feel, man. And it probably, I would venture this guess, wild as it is, in the next dimension or wherever we are right now, as well as being in this heavier density in this dimension, I'm sorry, it's probably how we speak. You know, I mean, you certainly aren't, you're not going wherever we go after this and you're hearing German or English. You're like, oh my God, where the fuck am I?
What is the audio spectrum? It's only from 20 hertz of vibration to 22 kilohertz. Like, that's not even infrared or gamma shit. Like,
right.
Yeah. I mean, I feel deeper in my soul than I could ever explain to you guys, you know, and like, that's kind of how I feel like y'all.
That's right.
However y'all feel like, you know, like we always come back to this essence of who we are in this community. And I feel like we've come together because we feel a different path than the majority, you know? So.
Yeah, man. Yeah. When I was coming up with the serendipitous synchronicities theorem that I had, I don't know if you guys heard it back then when I used to say it a lot more, but I also had this soul group incarnation postulate, you know, that people come to the earth rather, incarnated in droves on missions or having experiences as groups. I truly believe this. You know, nobody could disavow that belief from me. I know it to be true. And I think it's interesting that we come, you know, like you observed last time you were here, Jonathan, we come as strangers, and yet here we are in this thing. It's pretty cool. That was one of my favorite parts of my interview with Shane, too, is he kind of brought it back to that. We all know we're going to shut the fuck up. If you're truly Hexagon, you're going to shut the fuck up and get in line when fearless leader starts speaking again. You know, but during his time away, man, there's been some divisiveness, and I'm not even going to be the one to say that it was unnecessary, because I know that I was a part of some of it. You know, and I stand by, you know, my feelings about a lot of it. But oh, look at this. This is nice. Look at that, Extravator. Hey, John, when you first came on stream, it really made my day. And then, of course, he's got to add no homo, just in case you were unclear.
Awesome.
He's like, awesome, it was no homo.
No, I mean, I remember his comments that night, and
Yeah,
I had a
he was
great
being a
night.
sweetheart. Yeah,
It was with Hex Mac, and then your boy came on. Believe in Yourself came on. Dude,
Yeah.
I had such a fucking beautiful night with you guys. Thoughts, dude. We shared so many great giving our thoughts and our just spitballing off of each other every day, no matter what. That's what I know life.
Yeah, man.
That's what I know life to be in, is creating with each other. And so we did that night, and man, I had such a great time. And like I said, I go on other channels and stuff, but I don't ever come in the crypto community. I don't ever like give myself to the crypto community, and I'm like always in the chat. But you know, like it's time to come on and show.
You heard me talking about it days after too, right? I mean,
yeah, no, and I love you, bro. Like, yeah,
I've had experiences where guys will kind of break their cherry with me. This has got to be like, you guys are probably the 7th and 8th, time. I've been lucky enough to have guys break their cherry on stream with me. Pretty cool. But to have two,
like I was saying,
I've been one night. That was wild, man.
Yeah, and I've been around since the beginning, and I don't go on many things, and I came in here. You know what I mean? So it's like,
that makes me feel great.
You know, we're family. We're trying to grow together. You have kids. I have kids. We don't care about these gains and like, oh yeah, okay, I can pay my rent and my bills. Yeah, that's what I'm here to do. But we're here for the future, our babies, and leaving it with them, learning more than we learned and helping the future generation. So it's kind of like, how fucking stupid are we to just be like, oh, I'm only here to just Richard Hardy's a god. Yeah, I can go along with that. No, Richard Hart, ever since I've ever listened to him, he cares about the individual. He cares about growing and making the money system something different. And there are way too many of us here that can provide value to each other than just whatever the money system's doing. So,
yeah. And you know what? You bring to mind something I would like a quick chance to speak on. There was a lady who kind of poked her head up out, who claims that she's a Hexagon, claims she sacrificed. She also, I can say that she was at least telling the truth in that she is like the kind of researcher in the lane that I've been for a lot of my life. However, she had some kind of mental issues going on, and she was doing some replacement displacement thing. And she started seeding the community with this idea that there's a good chance that RH is just another one of those quote unquote, I don't call them elite, maybe elitists, and that he would be dark occult by her standard. And then I started hearing around the community, is Richard Hart a pedo? Now, I want to tell you guys something that I know to be true. I've been listening to and following Richard Hart since the end of 2017. In one of those early 17 or 18, I believe it was, streams, there was a guy in the chat who was popping off saying, hey, I got myself a 16-year-old girlfriend. What do you think of that? Richard was visibly not happy about this. And he looked dead at the camera and said to that guy, and he said, dude, I think you're broken, and I think you should probably go get some help. And I was like, that was it for me, man. On that front, I was like, this dude, man, is righteous, dude. Like on that front, there's no denying it. His sincerity was clear to me, you know. So
I remember that stream.
Yeah.
But you know, there's a lot of like which I know is the occult stuff in life. Is there's a hidden layer. Occult just simply means hidden. So there's obviously a hidden realm out there, and yes, there is a 666, a whatever to hex. Yes, you can deep dive into it. Yeah, I know all that. You think we got into hex and not dove into that side of it? Yeah,
right.
Of course I've done that side of it, but the overall aspect and the overall outcome, I've come to the thoughts of what we're going through with hex is that it is an amazing vehicle towards freedom and literally a staking ladder. Like what is there to lose in that?
Yeah.
Like
or whatsoever could be inherently evil through something like that. I've been the one guy to say
people always go on what Einstein said is God dang, the line escapes me right now. But
is the universe friendly?
Well, yeah, something like that. But he's like Einstein talks about God dang the line. Jeez, sorry.
That's okay. It's okay.
I can't think of the line.
Doing the same thing over and over again. That one.
No, he says something like, well, you know how how the T-share creates itself over and over.
That's that. I always said that's fecundity. That is perfect.
And I can't. I'm sorry. I'm like blanking on the line.
That's all right. That's all right. It'll come to you, or you'll.
Whenever it comes to me, I'll say it. But
right on.
But you know, like these thoughts of like creating wealth to each other without but false reality, what like people think you know, they're fake paper dollar bills is everything, but whenever they print them when they want, you're sitting there going, well, so you care about when they can print them when they want, but you're over here talking shit about
our fake digital money's better than your fake digital.
Exactly. So you're over here talking shit about the thing that is digital code, and we interact with it and it's there and we can prove it. We don't do all this false reality like you're doing. We're over here like creating beautiful wealth with each other, and you're over there and so they're and
keeping it really terribly centralized as well. Elitist, you know, not elite. You know, Kampala and Louis, you've heard me probably say it before, and I'll say it again. I've been studying this stuff a long time. There is nothing inherently evil about occulted numerology, about occulted tools in different modalities, in different people, in different entities. They're going to have different uses. It's the same damn thing as your firearm. Okay. That can be used to protect your whole damn family, or it could be used to rob somebody. Okay. And that's basically what it is with occulted stuff as well. I've brought up before, I was the first one I heard say this in Hexco, and it's common knowledge now. 666 would also be, you know, the number of protons, neutrons, and electrons in the carbon atom. Your DNA is carbon. What is 666? 666 is me. It's you. It's us.
Creation.
Like, yeah. So it's like, gee, it's like, you know, people, oh, the forbidden knowledge. They just bought into the lies of the church, you know, back in the you know, 11, 12, 13, 1400s, where they were trying to demonize this stuff because they wanted to keep those equations and those tools in the throne room and in the monastery, and they didn't want the farmer and the farmer's wife to have it. So what did they do? They demonized it. Well, now we're scared of that. I mean, and in our modern world today, we still have people in droves who believe that antiquated shit, you know?
I need to get on some archaics, start listening to him.
Oh, you are now?
Oh, you've turned me on to him, and he goes into everything we were just talking about. So
I'll tell you what, the guys, I can't recommend this enough specifically. Jason Brashear, Archaic's playlist called the Dark Scriptures playlist.
Yes.
Oh boy, man, that'll set you straight. That'll set you straight on some stuff, you know. I mean, I knew, for example, that if you were talking about the King James version of the Bible, you were talking about a version written, politicized by a pedophile and a pederast and a person who did human sacrifice and a guy who wasn't really altogether. And you're going to tell me that's the word of God. And like, God has power that kept that guy from. No, I'm sorry. He screwed with it pretty damn bad, man. So like, you know, I respect your right to believe whatever helps you become a better person and makes you feel good, because this can be a tough ass life. But let's be accurate. Let's be fair about it, you know. Yeah, so I have a lot of nuanced thoughts about that stuff, but I'm not here to attack anybody for anything that improves them. I've said that several times too, man. If it gives you purpose, you know, if it gives you community, even that's a beautiful thing. Pink hand waving, pink waving. I can't help but keep thinking about where Brother Mac is at in the process. Guys, it's been a pretty long time. I'm going to do this quick just because of the overarching situation here. Bam. Bam. He's going to hell. Oh my God, you're trying to rip off the whole community, man. No, actually, I've given you 96 episodes, some of them 7, 8, 9, 10 hours long, worth of free comedy, free analysis, free education, free history lessons, free music, free art, free panel hosting, you know, like, so cut me a break, guys. I got 4 little ones. The security force is deer and raccoons, so please.
Greatness.
Stones Interiors got me a .wallet address. I'm trying like hell to get with him to get that up online so I can be done with this butt naked ERC20 address.
Is that your real background, or did you really take it from Shane? Is that Shane?
Oh, back here.
Yeah.
Oh no, he hooked me up with his plug, man. His plug, sent me a free background, said I could be more like.
Oh, whatever.
Pretty funny. I was hoping
that one looks super. Oh no, that is yours. That's yours. So you're being real. Yeah. That was like, dude, I was chilling. I had such a great time that night. But we obviously know he's not his brother, but I had such a great time. Like, I love that dude. Like, he is like a hexagon. Like, he's the definition of a hexagon. Like, I love him. Like, he's great.
He just hit me. He said he passed out.
Yeah, it was a fun time though. I had a good time.
When you guys started talking about music and shit, I was just like, no fucking way.
I know. I was like, he thought he doesn't know Thoughts is like a lyricist and stuff. I'm like, he's over here like asking Thoughts about fucking music. I'm like,
the stuff was so eclectic. He knows like the exact same stuff.
Exactly the same shit. Yeah. Shit that I don't even know. Like, it was kind of cool that y'all are like diving into that. That was cool.
Oh my God. Guys, talk amongst yourselves. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Right on. So
what's up, Louie?
Hey man, just hamming out my room.
Yeah, I think I seen you a while back come on here once or twice, but you're in Hex and all that and stuff.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I got in late 2021.
Yeah,
still triple digits. So I just wrote that.
Yeah, I'm not. Don't matter whenever you get in. You know, like, I don't care about that. But yeah, cool stuff.
Fuck yeah. So you're down.
Where you live? I live out in Texas.
I'm in Michigan.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, making a trek down there to my band sometime. I know we were talking about that in chat. I think. Those dates. Yeah, going to Halton, Texas, San Antonio, and Houston, 16th, 17th, 18th. So
you're going by yourself or what?
With 3 other guys, hopping in a van, pulling a trailer, playing some heavy metal, death metal.
Oh my God, that's what an experience, Louie. Good for you.
Fucking excited for that. So hopefully it all works out and it actually happens. Like, it's in the being planned out and all that. So
I remember those days, man.
Man, every day you wake up is the moment that you're in. So just enjoy every moment that you have. I mean, it's all we have. Like,
being
I
on the
love
road
every
with a
day.
band, man, that's your love of music is the only thing that carries you through, because after that third or fourth live date, it starts to like wear on you. And then like these are your brothers and you're like fucking married to these motherfuckers and you want to choke each one of them, you know, after a certain it's a wild thing, man. And I wasn't like on my best behavior, I think, during those years either. I remember I was the peanut in more ways than one. At 6'2", I think I was the shortest guy in that project. This was called the Fractal Arc. It was like a jazz supergroup. I was like the shortest. I was the youngest. And I know those guys used to get so fucking sick of me, you know, and probably like justifiably so. Because, you know, I was a dog. So I was on like, you know, the hunt all the time, you know, for the girls, and they'd have a couple beers and be ready for bed. And I'd be like chasing the dragon, like couldn't stop for nothing, you know. I'm glad to have grown out of that shit, man. But
Yeah.
I don't know how we did it, man. You weren't eating right. You weren't sleeping right, but you made sound check.
That's what's important. You're gonna live off peanut butter and whatever the fuck else for the next week and a half when that happens.
Get you some of these, and then you won't get the scurvy.
Alrighty.
Okay. Freeze dried strawberries. Oh, they're so good.
Nice. Been some excitement tonight, you know. It's been a vibe, you know. I've been saying for however long everybody hates me in chat. I've been like, July. I've been like July. Like I've just been putting myself like 2 months further than what people think. And then whenever you finally like it sets in and it's kind of like, oh well, it's here, you know, you don't really believe it. So it's kind of like I'm not being negative, but I'm just kind of like, oh no, it's further. But now it's here. It's here. So
yeah, I mean,
good vibes tonight.
Was it Pavlov's dog or was it Skinner's dog? Yeah, I can't remember. He knew to drool when he heard the bell, right? So with Richard, we've been trained. I mean, we're just like, yeah, it's like me. I'm at the point now where his pulse could save my life, and I'm like,
ditto, dude.
Fuck it. Like, oh, fuck it.
I know, man. Like, I know. And I tell my girl, I'm like, why is he doing this? Well, hey, everyone, how are you? And it's like, bro, you know what you're doing. And I love Richard. I'm not hating. Like, I'm not a hater. I love Richard. I've been on this whole ride with him. He's a great soul, great spirit. But, you know, it's like, it's coming to he does that. And it's like, well, 7 days from now. And then people are going to be like, well, 7 days isn't the 7 days.
That's what I was saying. What if this is another maneuver to shake out the jellyfish and the lettuce hands?
About 7 days.
What'd you say, Lou?
You did say it's about 7 days.
About 7 days. Wait a minute. Let me look at this.
Yeah. I made sure to check that earlier.
He said less than 7 days. Yeah, basically what he said. But
wait, let me pull up.
And just what Thought said, you know, it's like, you know, like people like me and y'all, like we don't give a shit. We'll wait months more.
Well, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. It was hard when me and my family were going through what we were going through. It was hard to watch him buy $700 pair of flip flops.
Yeah,
but
well, it sucks whenever
I also said Richard Hart dances to a tune that we cannot hear. You know,
it sucks when you're telling your family about it and they see that, and they don't see what you've seen Richard be. They don't know that
proof. Right. Yes.
Right. They don't know what Richard is, and they see what they think Richard is, and we're like, no, we're trying to tell you he's a good dude, and they're like, well, what are you talking about? And it's like, no, like we know Richard. He's a great guy.
All right, guys, let's say that I onboarded 75 people. 30 of those people bailed months and months and months ago. Okay. So there should be a metric that measures our onboards and then how long they stick too. But you got to understand, and many of you will have felt this, seen this, been through this. Do you know how many times guys like put their hand on my shoulder and they were like, I'm sorry, buddy. And I was like, what are you sorry for? Well, you've made a fool of yourself.
Not at all.
You've testified for this man and this product, and he's clearly rugging you. He's clearly taking off. And I'm like, no, I'm not convinced of what it is you're saying, dude. I'm not convinced.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I know. I
It's
get
gonna
the
be so
vibe.
vindicating. It's gonna be so vindicating. When
Man.
this shit fucking launches and does a fucking 100, 200, 500,000, 5,000x. Oh, it's gonna feel so good.
No, I have a friend that you're talking about where he's like, he watched Richard for a couple months during the time you're talking about where he's buying stuff. And he's like, you think this guy cares about y'all? And he said that to me, and I was like, what do I say to this guy? Because he's right. Like, what he sees is right. He thinks this dude doesn't care about us when all he does is care about us. He wants you to go with what you're thinking about right now.
Yeah,
is that he doesn't care about us. And he does care about people.
Yes, he cares so much about us. He's willing to sacrifice his own image and be a dickhead in order to, and this is what I'm convinced of at every turn now, guys.
Yeah.
I now see this through the lens.
Yes, sir.
Every single thing was to shake out the people who didn't deserve to be here before Richard minced the next generation of millionaires, multimillionaires, and in some cases, billionaires.
This isn't like a belief of like, oh my, Richard's a god. No, Richard's not a god to me. Rich is a beautiful soul.
Yeah, I was going
whenever he speaks.
No, that man's feet are underwear. I'll tell you, I ain't no god.
When he speaks, I learn. People, like, if you listen to him talk enough, listen, learn. Dude, like, not everything he says is right. Everything he says about crypto, like, pretty much almost right. Like, I mean, I don't understand people that they can't take in good knowledge and leave the bad. Like you didn't know not to wear a mask. You didn't know not to, and I'm not going to do the
I don't care. I don't care. You could say, yeah, they didn't take the jab, right?
You didn't know to not do that. And I hate that you didn't know not to do that, but I try to tell you not to do that. I try to tell my own grandmother and my own grandfather. My grandfather's gone now, probably because of that. I know because of that, but and I hated it. And I've lived a lot of bad times during that crap, thinking about that crap. Mm-hmm. And we're the ones that keep pushing on, and we try to show these motherfuckers, hey, look what's going on over here. Look at this beautiful world we're creating of not that, what y'all are doing, fear and the crap. We're creating beautiful ways we can connect with each other. And dude, and it's like, I'm so glad to know you, Thoughts. I'm so glad to know everybody. Yeah.
You honor me. You honor us all, Jonathan. You're a wonderful, wonderful spokesman. I would say ambassador. You represent a lot of the best of what's in the Hexagon heart, Jonathan Kampala.
You too. You too. And that's what we're all doing. And Louis, and I feel like our hearts are combined, right now. And I don't have to speak for you, and y'all have to speak for me. And we know that we're on the path of goodness. We're on the path of creating a life for our babies and your babies' Thoughts and my babies. And
yes.
And we only care about the not being retarded and whatever the word retarded means. And you don't even have to
we all know what it means. We drive by the signs where it talks about the brakes for the trucks, right? Okay. So that's what it means. Hey guys, I was showing this earlier. I just got to point out one more time.
Love you guys.
There's no virality. Look at this. This tweet was up for 19 minutes. This one was up for 11 minutes. 11 minutes, 2,306 likes, 900 and I can't even see that. 960 some shares, 490 comments in 10 minutes, guys. This one here, 19 minutes, 3,157 likes. 1,800 retweets, 665 comments. Are you kidding me? And that's only the people that will engage on Twitter. Holy crap. guys, wow.
Yeah.
I think we're about to see some unprecedented things. People are saying, well, the Eth chart did this and Bitcoin did this, so maybe this will happen. And I'm like, I'll tell you, man, we're living in some strange times, combined with Richard, combined with this community, combined with the Pulse ideal and its features. I mean, we could be looking at something completely unprecedented. And I'd be careful, those of you who are banking on this sub-sacrifice number you believe you're going to see on the chart. I don't know, man. There's as many people wanting to get in on this, more people wanting to get in on this as there are impatient sacrifice class people.
Well said. I mean,
I have no fucking clue what's gonna happen.
We don't.
I'm sitting here waiting for the ride. We're all sitting here to watch it, and we're gonna enjoy it and love it. And I tell my friend, he's been like texting me in the past. I know we're not even in the bull market. And I know when we're like in that semi, like people are ready to get in. Well, my friend's texting me about Pepe. He's like, what do you think about Pepe? And I'm like, bro, if you're hearing about Pepe, do not get into it. Mm-hmm. Like, so you're going to put what? You're going to put what? 100? You're going to put $1,000 into Pepe?
Pepe's like anything else. By the time you hear about it, it's too fucking late. You should have got Pepe 3 weeks ago, brah.
Exactly. What do you expect it to do in this time? I told you about Hex before last July when we hung out. Like, I told you about it. You can stake and you can earn. I told you about the whole community. I told you about all this, and now you're asking me about Pepe a year later. And I'm like, did you never even looked into Hex? You're not even asking a question about Hex. You're not even asking a question about, I told him Richard Hart. I told him all this. He asked no questions about that.
The literally who I ultimately onboarded, he did one Google search. Now he's still hanging around. He's even starting a project, that I might not be a big fan of, but he was my onboard. And he chastises me for bringing it up. He said, this isn't MLM. I'm like, yeah, but you're still my son and I'm still your fucking father.
It's like, I'm not.
Because he said, I'm sorry, Richard Hart's a scammer and Hex is a rug pull. That's what he fucking said to me.
Yeah. And, and I'm not hating whenever he brings me back. I listen to crypto people. I learned stuff the other night. Some dude was telling me about crypto stuff. I was like, damn, I didn't even know that. I learned from him, but he had no idea about who Richard Hart was in Pulse. And he learned something from me. So like we can give and take. Like I don't know shit like about crypto. And like I learned from him about something I could go do. And I'm in that community now. And like I'm not writing that community off and saying it's nothing. I'm going and learning what that community is doing. And then listening to what they're providing to the world.
Well, you're made of
what
better
is
stuff.
It in people?
Jonathan, you're cut above. You're made of better stuff.
What's up?
I said you're made of better stuff, my man. You're a gentleman.
Yeah. Like what is it in people that they won't take in knowledge and like give knowledge and think that once they learn knowledge, that's all knowledge is and that they know it all. And like they no, pass knowledge on and give to people and take knowledge in and give and recirculate knowledge. That's what we're here for.
Devil's advocate. Okay. I'm going to be devil's advocate right here.
Yeah.
A good girlfriend of mine tonight recently observed the reason that there's such a dearth of like really level-headed, natural, fun, holistic, organic, macro thinking girls. Okay. She said, allow for this is that a lot of them have been formed and informed by bad experiences. And I was like, well, I'll be damned, because she's got a point there. So when I think about the assholishness of the non-believer or the confrontational nature of the doubter, I guess I do have to allow for the fact that this life has beat the living shit out of a lot of people. And it's not just the nature of this life so much as it is the ancient lineage of dark occult high priests who fucking sought at every turn to turn us against one another, to take advantage of us, to make beasts of burden of us, to enslave us, and to keep us from believing in the inherent beauty, compassion, empathy, fecundity, decency, and organization of the universe, God, the creative spirit, our better angels, fill in the blank. It's always been about undermining that.
Yeah.
Also,
Put us in beast mode. Keep us out of our ethereal, angelic, realms of existence.
Hey, yeah. Yeah. And isn't that weird too, Louis? Because I can't recollect signing up for you know what I mean? Or saying deliberately, like, I'm going to align myself here. I just kind of found myself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like just answering to my higher power, my truth or whatever. And then here I find myself,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, I wouldn't even know that Mac isn't here with you two tonight.
The spirit's with us. Like I said, I'm enjoying the night, and like I said, everybody else made the night bigger than it was. I honestly didn't know. I didn't think it was coming tonight, but he said 7 days from now, so I'm not. I've been one of the patiently waiting ones, so I'm good. I love you guys. My position's been in since the turn of the year. Since January, my position's been in. So I'm just like, I don't know. I fucking love you guys.
For the longest time, I said out loud, I wonder if less is more. I said, I wonder if inactivity is the way to go. And the one thing that was biting on the peripheries of my mind, as far as maximization of profit, was, okay, I was talking to Wales about it, even on the stream the one time, and we have the validators and we have the liquidity provision. And guess what? Somebody fucking in my economic bracket, I don't even need to be concerning myself with that shit. And if you think I'm going to trade out of my pulse position, my hex position, my EXPX position, my pulse X position, if you think I'm going to trade out of one of those to be crafty and make a few extra $100 or even $1,000, you're fucking nuts, because that's like trying to catch a falling knife. And that kind of shit never worked out for me before. On any front.
Yeah.
I'll fuck around and cost me and my family our entire future, man. I ain't trying to hear that shit.
That's some dedication.
I feel you, brother.
I mean, I've said before, I got like a thing. Like, I'm not one of those that believes you'll go to hell if you have a pre-planned thing and you say, okay, if it reaches this point, I will take 10, 15% of what I do in order to change our lives, and I will do X, Y, and Z. I'm not one of those, because everybody else will tell you, oh, just don't even think about touching it.
Never.
You're starving right the fuck now.
Never.
You're starving right the fuck now. Fucking
You fucking crazy mother. Like, yeah, dude, don't even think
matter.
that way.
So let's try and
if it makes sense,
4 or 6 years,
Yeah. I know, bro. That's what the whole scene will make you feel like. But like when it feels right, like if you went up so much percent and you can see that there's going to be like a gradual downturn and it's going to go down lower and then it's going to come back, then take a little bit. No one can know highs or lows. Like, no one knows that shit. Right. But if it can help your family a little bit until later, then I'm not against taking profit. That, like, what are we doing this for? Like, then that. So I've never been that person who's like
hey, I've always said the only thing black and white
know. Real people recognize real, bro. We
recognize real. A alike, B alike, we see alike. Look, dude, it's a nuanced, contextual thing. And I've always said the only black and white in this life to me is morality. Okay. It's not sometimes cool to murder or steal or fuck with kids. Okay. It's not, and then other times it's not. No, that's black and white. Everything else is relative. And as far as profit taking on this shit goes, Each one's got to do what is appropriate for him while also maintaining a long view.
Yeah.
That's a responsibility. You know, if you got something that works out for you, play it to the bone, baby.
Yeah.
Play it to the bone.
To each their own, man.
That's what's up.
Love you guys. Great thoughts, man. I love you guys. That's good stuff,
You
man.
contribute
Always.
good stuff to this, Jonathan. I thank you for balancing me out. Yeah,
We all balance each
says,
other out.
my friends think the same. Hexographer says same here. This is true. This is a true statement, and it's true on so many levels outside of crypto or DeFi or Hex, or it's just like Jonathan was alluding to earlier. Yeah.
We all know FTX was like complete inside job in bed with the SEC. Like,
absolutely. Dude, they were funding the fucking human sacrifice, pedophilia, child trafficking, white slavery bullshit that these people have been affiliated with all along. That's where the funding was coming from, was fucking FTX. People don't want to look at that. They want to just stop paying attention once they get to a certain point. Okay? I'm here to tell you that's part of the fuck what's going on. And another reason you hear so much about pedophilia these days is because they don't want to fucking talk about what it really is. And that is, after that horrific, sickening, fucking pure punishable act, they usually are sacrificing the people, the children. Okay? And that's on another level. If the average people were to find out about this, it'd just be game over. It'd be game over, man. Game over.
absolutely.
Man, if I could afford 5 Lambos, I don't think you would see me in a Lambo.
Right. Until I hit like the 500 Lambo mark.
When you get the 500 Lambo mark, then you will allow yourself to indulge in a Lambo. Yeah. I would say Bugatti, but yeah, I get it. Hey, Ace. Yeah, it's like a dirty little thing, isn't it? Like when you go, like when you were younger and you were like going through dad's like 1970s like Playboys and shit, and you're like, is anybody coming? That's like what the Thothschild experience is like. We're like a big furry muff here on the Mindspray.
Yeah.
Time check. All right, I got about 15 more minutes before
Yeah, I will say I gotta hit the hay. I wanted to come on and give you a little bit of my vibes, and
dude, you're the best.
Love you guys, and
Love you too, bro.
Within 7 days, he said it, and nice to know you to meet my fellow brother here. And
yes, I'm glad. I'm always proud when I make connections between people too. Being the conduit, as was pointed out by Malcolm Gladwell in The Tipping Point. I've always enjoyed that, man. I like being the conduit whenever possible, because it brings a smile to your face to know that, hey, I like this dude, and hey, I like this chick or this dude, and they don't know each other, and now they know each other, and that's what's up. And we just got that much stronger.
We're one and the same, y'all. And like we've been brought together for a reason, like I always say, and
absolutely.
Just I love giving my vibes to y'all, and y'all giving y'all's vibes to me, and learning from one another. Because I can learn from y'all. Y'all can learn. There's something I know that y'all don't. There's something that y'all know that I don't know.
Always, yep.
So that's a space and time that I come from. So, Thoughts, I love you, brother, and I hope you're great. And I love you, brother. I'm sorry. What was your name again?
Louis.
That's Louis.
I didn't see his name up there again. Louis, love you, brother. I'll remember it now forever. Love
In
you,
the language of music, it's that's his name formally.
Louis, you're always in my heart. I'm Kampala. And
See, Jonathan can't pronounce it. See, you got to have the vernacular.
I can pronounce it.
John, you're on Twitter, right?
I am, but I'm not ever on there. Like, I'm on there to see what Richard says and shit. But yeah, my name's John the Kampala. I'm on there.
Are you on Telegram, John?
Yeah, I'm on Telegram all the time.
Dude, you got to email. You got to message me, DM me on Twitter or in Telegram, so that we can, have a conversation. Us send you letters.
Oh yeah, for sure. I would love to talk to you soon. But we're in the flat Earth.
Oh, that's right. That's right. That's right. True
But
Earthers.
I'll get in contact with you soon.
True Earthers. Good group.
We're gonna True Earthers. Yeah, that one. But
We were missing a lot of our brothers and sisters tonight. I got to say,
yeah, we need to
kind
be
of an
like
off
talking.
night tonight because I
We
think
need
a
to
lot of
actually
the
like
energy-
talk one day. So like, Dots, dude. I love you, dude. Like,
Thanks, John. I appreciate.
like we're one. Like if you were my neighbor, like we would. Wouldn't it be cool to like if we were neighbors? Like, you know what I mean? Like, wouldn't it be cool if we're all of us were fucking neighbors?
Oh yeah.
Mexico.
At the periphery, we would have the coolest freaking shooting ranges all around the properties just to let people know. You might want to think twice.
You could use all my guns. I love my guns.
These guys from Texas, even the guys that are like, yeah, I'm not really a card carrying NRA member, but I have 37, firearms. It's really nothing.
I love my
Texas,
guns.
it's like everybody's
too.
fucking armed to the teeth. I love it.
Hell yeah.
I love my guns. And Louie, I love you. And Thoughts, I love you. And good night, everybody.
Good night, man. Good night, ladies and gentlemen. Second appearance on Mindspray here.
Later,
Episode
Louie.
96. Jonathan Kampala,
Peace out,
brother,
Jonathan.
man.
Later,
So
Thoughts.
positive. He's another positive one that we definitely need. Definitely balances me out and some of my inclinations for locking horns, as it were. I'm learning. I'm trying, guys.
We're always learning. There's no ledge to knowledge, right?
Well said.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get one of the. I got to get one of the texts. I'm trying to make my reading part of every episode, and I fucking forget sometimes. Hold on, I'll be right back.
All right. I'll entertain the crowd. Everyone here enjoying the good vibes? Looks like everyone is in chat. Within 7 days, I'm going to check that tweet right now. It's right on my phone.
Yeah, he didn't. I forgot to bring that up. He didn't use the word about.
Estimated. That's what he said.
Mainnet are estimated to launch publicly in less than 7 days. Less than.
I'll take it.
Mm-hmm. Jeez, oh man. Dude, I can scarcely believe that my life is like I can't even believe that this is happening now and things have gone the way they've gone. I can't even wrap my head around it. It's just insane, man. Let me see. What do we got?
It's a trip in itself.
I think I forgot to mark some of this stuff. I showed a lot of these before. That's Matthew Fox on the Cosmic Christ, and reading that right next to that one is the woman who points out that there was no such thing as the historical Jesus in the Christ Conspiracy by D.M. Murdoch, interchangeably known as Asharia S. She was incredible archaeologist. What the hell? Yeah. Oh, here's a nice light read for everyone. Tragedy and Hope. This thing is A History of the World in Our Time by Carol Quigley.
You can knock somebody out with that.
Yes, you could. Oh, shoot. I don't think I have the stack I wanted. Everybody needs some Jim Mars in their collection. Okay.
Mars.
He was probably another Mason, just like Jordan Maxwell, David Icke, all those guys that got us all on edge. They served good side and the bad side. Ah, shoot. This is the wrong bag. Oh, well, we're going to skip it tonight. I got to get cracking here. But guys, everybody, thank you so much for coming. Wow, this is a remarkably short mind spray, clocking in at 2 hours and 10 minutes. I like this. Hexographer's giving us the bullseye. Thank you so much, Hexographer, brother. You seem to miss some of the really Hall of Fame episodes, but I'm sure you get to see them on replay, Hexographer. But I'm really glad that Louie and John got in here tonight. They both kind of saved my ass because I was literally going to stop the stream at about 40 minutes and be satisfied with the fact that I got 96 out of the way. Because I'm trying to get to 99. Sounds cool to me for next Friday. So we'll see.
Thanks for having me.
It's
nice to chat with John.
Yeah, he's a you can't help, you come away from talks with guys like him and Mac, and you're like, ah, man, people are great. Thothschild, I think our lives are going to change. Not overnight. Hey, you know, all I've ever needed is a fighting chance, man. I've been a survivor, a warrior my whole life, dude. It never wasn't a challenge, man. You know, it was a survivor. She used to say, "You are the most stupid, crazy survivor I've ever met in my life," said my mom about me. So, been here before, been there, done that. We'll be all right, you know. And yes, for those of you concerned, children are kicking ass. The eldest 3.8. He's freaking performing out of this world in track. Daughter's kicking ass. Two little ones are kicking ass. Everybody's kicking butt. Mobius, wow, dude, this is something I need to do. I really got to put all my stuff on Facebook Marketplace. I have so much. I have that Search for Animal Chin sealed copy of that record. Tony Hawk's like first movie he did with the Bones Brigade guys. I got that sealed. That thing's worth $65, dude. I got to fucking get that up on Marketplace. But thanks for coming, Mobius, and thanks for always supporting my efforts and the channel. A lot of you guys in here, you'll always have, and I will never forget it. The one thing that's going to happen is that piece of paper that was hanging above in the office that had everybody's names up on it. Whoever stood with me, stood by me, taught me something, or donated, that's going to become a plaque. That's going to become a plaque here.
Nice.
Here, you want me to get it? I'll get it real quick. I think I showed it on the air back when SJ and I used to hang out more, and she was on here. I think I held it up, but I got it over here. And of course, you guys are going to do it. Oh, yeah. Now, I know what you guys are going to say. I know what you guys are thinking. I know what you guys are thinking. You're thinking, well, child, I thought you were stuck in an underground chamber after you were hiking in the woods. Why do you have this record on you? Here's the thing. You ever play Dungeons and Dragons? I have one of those bags of infinite carrying. I just put all my belongings in the bag and I can strap it on like a backpack. And yes, I had this vinyl with me. But that's Tony Hawk there in the center.
Oh, holy shit.
Looking.
Damn, he was really young then.
Yeah, man.
Is that a vinyl then?
Oh, yeah, dude, it's sealed.
Oh, shit.
This was given to me for, I was going to say DJing, but it wasn't DJing. It was an event I did when I was in the CBG, like phytocannabinoid industry. I did an event for a beverage that we had at one of the Philadelphia record stores. And my people, a lot of my guys in my crew are skaters, even though I wasn't really. Kevin Taylor, a guy who's been in Thrasher magazine a whole bunch of times. He had a documentary called 42. The guy could do things on a skateboard at age 42. Most guys can't do it at 17. But it was him and a bunch of other skaters that did this event, and they gave us all complimentary copies of this. As you can see, it was worth $27.99 when it came out. It's worth like $65 now. And I left it sealed.
Smart move.
If this was like straight up underground hip hop, it would have been opened, but I knew it was like a lot of like Minor Threat, which is great music, but you know, I wasn't really that in love. Oh, you met Mark Gonzalez as a kid. Yeah, man. Pretty cool. All right, guys, there's 3 of yous left, and it's me and Louie, so I think we're going to get going. I'm going to play an outro track. Thanks again for coming through, everybody.
Thanks for having me, man.
And I will try and have my Hex Vision chart ready next time instead of having to go through that schleppy Trading View version. But Louie, you take care, brother. Thanks again so much for coming, man. All right, my brother. Be well. You make sure you give me a holler before you ever hit the road, all right?
All right, yeah.
All right.
Peace, love, and light be with you.
Take care, dude. Bust them up. Return on investment. Damn, you go, boy. flip the script. I was just talking to Pulse Former recently, man. He's doing some crazy shit. I think mostly through Amazon, but maybe eBay too. I can't remember. That's good, guys. And business for yourselves is a good thing, man. Maintain your autonomy. All right. Let's see what we got. How about let's listen to me and Yikes. Yikey. I wonder where he's at, man. I miss you, Yikes. All right, guys. Take care. Thanks for coming. Episode 96 from May 10th to May 11th. Oh, my God. I think today's Roganoff's birthday. Oh, shit. I forgot all about that. Damn. Day 1256 in Hex. The day that we heard Fearless Leader yesterday was the day we heard Fearless Leader announce that the pulse chain is imminent. God damn. Get it. It didn't have the volume up. Damn it. All right, let's see. Maybe we can start it with something else. Now come along with me. I can't play these. I'm gonna get in trouble. I'm not gonna talk over top. This is Rogan Hall. Chop. There we go. Ciao, guys.
Commitment, passionate, urban arts, sonic science, music is magic, move it or lose it, live in the sad scene, you gotta improve it, invoke soul, the ember burn, got a lot of shit we must unlearn, captive audience, sonic science, commitment, passionate.
I better do something before the anger kills me. Take a deep breath through the chest, I'm fresh. Party at levels that's unhealthy with no assurance some we all want wealth. Stealth urban ninjas creep and lurk wearing same shirts. 30 Sanchez dicks, fiendful perks. Photographers got access to Colonel Kurtz. Some people go to church to relay to hurt. For some folks, hip-hop is the temple. For others, it's a rental. And they yell and keep it simple, stupid. My ass is not gonna dumb it down. Your ponies get from me. I'm Lee Quinones in my ponies. Admit it, kid, this is a hot little piece. You'll entreat Doc Police, retreat the wolf's an ex-crease. No fears on the wet through of myself. Then I found that health is some wealth. Feeling well.
Commitment, passionate, urban arts, sonic science, music is magic, move it or lose it, live in the sad scene, you gotta improve it, invoke soul, the ember burn, got a lot of shit we must unlearn, captive audience, sonic science, commitment, passionate.
Scatter mine and envy none. Odd one, son of a rubber's gonna flow. So stop a top rank, half moon slouch, waiting to rain, hell a brainstorm. Wanna set a fire, fish up the slow days, it's old and it's classic. Lock your own map, forget about shots, abroad or fall off course. In the worst cases, fables and tries, so not the great kid. Some of the confident headstrong, which to the slid. Made off the break beat, Joel hit it with the boom back, giving the mind a setback from the silent majority. Raps go straight from the artery. Hip hop soul shot from the window, and hit him in the eye, close shop and let the swelling stop. Box to the juke, let it pour, abusing you hand in hand, fit dirty water at the neck, check bottom from Luke's currency, and at the fall, ragdoll. I wish you well to the four corner, then I excel like Santa when you list the sister. Red Rider BB guns, yeah, my feet and you're slipping deep. Guess he was a wiki you for the ornaments and they prove your point. You stuff when they cut your stuff, your blade was doing nothing slow. Suck it up and go back to what you know.
Commitment, passionate, urban arts, sonic science, music is magic, move it or lose it, live in the sad scene, you gotta improve it, invoke soul, the ember burn, got a lot of shit we must unlearn,
back audience, commitment, passion.